I'm going to do a twin flame reading. So you asked, I guess you just want to know the energies around your twin flame union, how he feels. So hopefully the cards will give you some clarity. Okay, so I'm using the John Holland deck for the main energy and call it Baron Reed for, I'll pull 2 cards from that for a message from the universe. I may use my the Osho deck for clarification, and of course I got my cards as well. Okay, so one more shuffle. Okay, so this will be for your recent past position. Transformation. So this is the death card. It's metamorphosis. It is shedding your old identity. It is letting go of attachment stories, the ego, allowing the ego to fall away and being reborn into something else. So this usually talks about material world, you know, having attachments to material objects or placing or associating your identity with the material world, and then finally choosing to release those attachments. So that's your recent past position. So I'm going to pull a clarification card for that, using my own cards. The Queen of Cups. So this has to do with your emotional, your emotions. And it could mean that it could represent a water sign, but it seems to me like you've gone through a transformation involving expressing your emotions. The Queen of Cups is a very loving, generous, warm spirit. She's very psychically intuitive. She uses her intuition, but more so, she's an emotional, balanced woman. That's very nice. Okay, so for his recent past position, nice harmony. The Lover's card. So this talks about twin flame union, coming together. Your mirror, your reflection. So yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So this is his recent past position. He was thinking about his relationship with you. The Lover's card also talks about making a choice regarding a love relationship. So I'm going to pull one card for that. The Seven of Wands. So this is never giving up, never surrendering. Speaking your truth. This also talks about overcoming obstacles and challenges. And it also talks about letting your light shine. So it's almost like he's using this speaker microphone to express his desire not to give up, or he wants to express some form of belief, or yeah, it has to do with the union. Okay, so your present position, nice, crown chakra, beautiful. Let me just move this down a bit. So yeah, you're really tapped into the collective consciousness. You're awake, aware. This is I know. So I'm going to pull a card for that. The Knight of Wands. So you want to move forward with this idea or desire that creates a spark within yourself. So you're very focused. This is a very linear, focused energy, and it's a movement. It's very fast, and it's directed towards your dreams. So presently you're tapped into the collective, and you have this dream that you want to attain on the horizon, and you want to move forward with that. Okay, so for his present position, the Five of Pentacles. So this talks about feeling left out in the cold. It talks about financial loss as well. I also like to see it as him reaching out. Oh, well, I pulled 2 cards by accident. So we got the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. So the Page of Pentacles is all about making a plan for the future, and it has to do with the 3D world. And so it's about studying, being an apprentice or a student, but more so it has to do with putting a plan in motion and following through with that plan. But it's a very steady, measured kind of energy. Then the Three Cups. This is about union. It's about coming together to celebrate love. So it's the celebration of true love. I like to see it as a union card because it's 2 people coming together to form a third energy, which is love. And so the 3 cards together. Present position for him. There's a sense that he feels left out in the cold, and he would like to think about planning something for the future that has to do with a union or coming together with the expression of love. Okay, so this is going to be for your near future position. Balance, justice, the Karma card. What you reap, you sow. It also talks about balance. So this card usually shows up when you need to find balance within yourself, balancing the dark and the light, holding that center. So let me pull a card for that. The Two of Wands. So you made a decision in the past that has to do with your future, broadening your horizons, seeing the larger picture. And you made that decision that wasn't based on fear. So this is a past card. And you're waiting for that return to come. And Karma is saying that, yes, you will see a return soon, and it will be in your favor. Okay, so this is going to be for his near future position. Hope. Wish granted. This is a Star card. All your hopes and dreams coming true. So you wished upon a star, or he wished upon a star in the past, and he's going to see his dreams manifested. So this also talks about healing yourself after a very difficult period of time. But this card also comes with a message that the hardest part is over. And you can relax now that everything is going to work out just fine. So it's about having an optimistic future. So in his near future, his dreams will be realized. It probably has to do with the union in his recent past, standing up for himself and speaking his mind, not giving up. Okay, so for your final outcome, nice, the Divine Feminine. So this talks about manifesting your dreams. They're just on the horizon. This is also about planting a seed in the past and nurturing it so that it will bloom and grow. This is Mother Earth, and it talks about your connection to Earth. And yourself, looking after yourself, nurturing yourself as well as others. But it is heart chakra is open. She is giving love and open to receiving love. The King of Wands, so this could represent a fire sign. So it seems to me that all the divine masculines are taking on this King of Wands feeling. It's stepping into your power. It is becoming the sun, the center of the sun. That's what the King of Wands is. He makes his dreams realized. So the two cards together, it's almost like this King of Wands will be coming towards the divine feminine, and that's you. Her dream will be manifested in the future. Okay, so for his final outcome, nice. Whoa. This is the Ace of Wands. Passion ignited. This is that spark of divinity that is ignited within your soul, within your heart, within your spirit. And so it's a brand new beginning. It is a thrust forward. It's the go light. It is having a creative spark or idea and moving forward with that idea. It's a brand new beginning. It's a gift from the universe. Absolutely beautiful. So this will represent the energy that you're bringing into the union, conflict and defeat, the Five of Swords. This is walking away from negative energy, negative people. You know, there's a sense that you made a decision not to be around that kind of energy anymore. So this person is moving towards the light, towards that little candle down there. So I'm going to pull an Osho card for that. Just one card, Spirit, please. Additional message for the Five of Swords. Traveling, communication, Eight of Wands. So let me read that to you. Okay. The tiny figure moving on the path through the beautiful landscape is not concerned about the goal. He or she knows that the journey is the goal. The pilgrimage itself is the sacred place. Each step on the path... Sorry, my hand is in an awkward position here. Okay. Each step on the path is important in itself. When this card appears in a reading, it indicates a time of movement and change. It may be a physical movement from one place to the next, or an inner movement from one way of being to another. But whatever the case, this card promises that the going will be easy and will bring a sense of adventure and growth. There is no need to struggle or plan too much. The traveling card also reminds us to accept and embrace the new, just as when we travel to another country with a different culture and environment than the one we are accustomed to. This attitude of openness and acceptance invites new friends, experiences into our lives. So yeah, there's a sense that you are ready to move on from whatever negative environment is surrounding you and towards your higher calling, your higher self. And that destination is going within. It isn't anything that is out there that you need to attain. It's going within. But like I said, this card also talks about communication. My apologies. Just mute that. Okay. So yeah, it's about this energy is moving towards the light within, going within yourself. Okay, so this is going to be the energy he's bringing in. Disruption, the Tower, bam. Wow, this came up in the twin flame reading. So this is about, again, it's about, it's a sudden change. It comes in like a lightning strike out of the blue. And it's stripping away, once again, that identity, that material identity in the 3D world. It's letting it go, fall away. So yeah, in order to allow something new, brand new, to come in, or the light to come in, something needs to come down. So whatever is built on a faulty foundation was meant to come down at this time. So he's bringing in this sudden change. And it's a good energy. It's finally letting go of your past mistakes and building a new life, a new, stronger foundation. So I'm going to pull an Osho card for that. Just one message, please, Spirit. Nice, 2 of Cups. So this is spiritual union. It's coming together. It is seeing yourself in another. It is love. So it seems to me like, you know, he's bringing in this Tower card, like it's a end to your old life, but then there's this brand new beginning, the seed that was planted from the destruction, and this love is birthed. So let's read that one. 2 of Cups. Okay, first meditate, be blissful, then much love will happen on its own accord. Then being with others is beautiful, and being alone is also beautiful. Then it is simple too. You don't depend on others, you don't make others depend on you. Then it is always friendship, friendliness. It will never become a relationship. It is always relatedness. You relate, but you don't create marriage. Marriage is out of fear. Relatedness is out of love. You relate as long as things are moving beautifully. You share. And if you see the moment has come to depart because your paths separate at this crossroad, you say goodbye with great gratitude for all that the others has being to you, for all the joys, all the pleasures, and all the beautiful moments that you have shared with the other. With no misery, with no pain, you simply separate. The branches of these 2 flowering trees are intertwined, and their fallen petals blend together on the ground in their beautiful colors. It is as if heaven and earth are bridged by love. But they stand individually, each rooted in the soul in their own connection with the earth. In this way, they represent the essence of true friends, mature, easy with each other, natural. There is no urgency about their connection, no neediness, no desire to change the other into something else. This card indicates a readiness to enter the quality of friendliness. In the passage, you may notice that you are no longer interested in all kinds of drama and romance that other people are engaged in. It is not a loss. It is a birth of a higher, more loving quality, born of fullness of experience. It is birth of love that is truly unconditional, without expectations or demands. Beautiful. So here in the Tower card, we have this sense of holding on tightly to something in the material world. And then the Tower coming in, whether you're ready or not, it comes crashing in. And from that comes this sense of union, but separateness, not needing, not clinging, not identifying yourself with the other person. It's appreciating the full colors that person is expressing, and that person seeing that beauty within you as well. Okay, so this is going to be for the foundation. Wow, temptation. Man, you're getting some heavy hitters here. crazy. You got the Death card, the Tower, and the Devil card. So this talks about being chained to something in the material world. So right now it seems to me like the material world really has its claws into this relationship. So temptation. This is about an excess of something. It is being bound by conditions and rules. It is control. So it could mean, an excess like an addiction or a codependent relationship. So in the foundation, it seems to me like there's something that has you both chained and you can't move forward with it. Okay, so I'm going to pull 2 cards from my deck for that, for clarification. What do you mean by the Devil card, Spirit? So the first card is going to be for you, the Sun. So this is the best major arcana to possibly get. You are the Sun. This is abundance, prosperity, success, victory, all the good feelings you could ever want. You represent the Sun. And he wants to hold that Sun in his hands, in his arms, and feel that love, that explosion of ecstasy and emotions, and that awakening of the spirit. And that's what the Sun card represents. It is the awakening of the innocence. It's a return to innocence. It's feeling playful and joyous, but it's a brand new beginning. So with the Temptation card is that sense that he wants to move away from something, or you want to be released from something and start this new life. Okay. So for the masculine, please. The Queen of Pentacles. So this could represent an earth sign. But to me, it represents the queen, the feminine twin in the 3D world. So it's someone that you can touch, hold, caress, kiss in the 3D world. This also represents somebody who is financially independent. So either he is chained to somebody in the 3D world, and it is something that he needs to take care of he needs to release this energy in order to move towards the Sun, or he is tempted to reach out and touch the Queen. He wants to touch the Queen, but feels he can't. He's chained. Okay, so for the crowning energy, please. Shadow. Wow, another heavy hitter. This is about facing your fears. There's something that has been left undone. Something ignored, put away in the shadows. So it seems to me like both of you are going through this dark night of the soul. It's going within, using your intuition, really connecting on a very deep level with your soul, and moving through that veil, through the darkness. It's seeing yourself, your reflection, and really looking at it and deciding what needs to be changed, released, and overcome. But it's finally making that decision to face your shadow self, your shadow aspect. So I'm going to pull 2 Osho cards for that. That's a pretty powerful message. It's crowning energy. Additional messages for the shadow card, please, Spirit. This is going to be the feminine. Nice! Bam! The Master. You, of course, yes, of course. Of course you are. Look at that, the crown chakra. Lit up. Are you a Cancer? Or, because I'm getting a lot of, the Moon is a Cancer card. Then we got the Queen of Cups. What else? And then we have the Zen Master. And you see that moon at the top crowning him? I was very drawn to that. All right, so I'm going to read that to you. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. There's that same moon here. You need, but you've overcome the shadow aspect. You are the master. Okay. The master is Zen, is not a master over others, but a master of himself. His every gesture, his every word reflects enlightened state. He has no private goals, no desires that anything should be other than the way it is. His disciples gather around him, not following him, but to soak up his presence and be inspired by his example. In his eyes we find there is truth reflected, and in his silence they fall more easily into silence of their own being. The master welcomes the disciples, not because he wants to lead them, but because he has so much to share. Together they create an energy field that supports each other, that supports each unique individual in finding his or her own light. If you can find such a master, you are blessed. If you cannot, keep on searching. Learn from the teachers and the would-be masters and move on. Sharaveti said, Godam Buddha, keep on moving. I don't know what that means, but it sounds very cool. So yeah, you're coming in as the master. You are in your consciousness. You are not wanting, but you are the center of light. You are within. You're calm. That energy keeps being reflected in this reading here. I love how you have the sun at the bottom of the reading, and then the moon at the top of the reading. Wow, beautiful. All right, so for the heart-centered energy. Nice, throat chakra, communication. I speak. So some form of communication will be taking place in the future. This is a shared energy from the both of you. Okay, so I'm going to pull an Osho Tarot card for each. Ordinariness, Eight of Pentacles, that's working towards a goal, but finding pleasure in the simple things in life. It is, again, not needing, not wanting, but just being there in the moment. Having that goal in the future that you want to strive towards. And for the feminine, or the masculine, Nine of Swords. Whoa. Yeah, he's, that's a heavy energy. That's staying up at night, not being able to calm the mind. So yeah, there's a lot of heavy energy being brought in here. It's he needs to release himself from that prison. Okay, so I might as well read those cards too. I don't know how much they will benefit, but let's go for it. So 134. At least it'll give you an idea of where he is currently. So it's almost like he wants to express this feeling of being trapped in the mind. Sword is about communication, air, thought. Okay. This pain is not to make you sad. Remember, that's where people go on missing. This pain is just to make you more alert, because people become alert only when the arrow goes deep into their heart and wounds them. Otherwise, they don't become alert. When life is easy, comfortable, convenient, who cares? Who bothers to become alert? When a friend dies, there is a possibility. When your woman leaves you alone, those dark nights, you are lonely. You have loved that woman so much, and you've staked all. And then suddenly, one day, she is gone, crying in your loneliness. Those are the occasions when, if you use them, you can become aware. The arrow is hurting. It can be used. The pain is not to make you miserable. The pain is to make you more aware. And when you are aware, your misery disappears. So it's like, he's coming into this conscious state. Whereas you are bringing in this knowing, this solidity, this peace. And I'll go ahead and read that for you too. Sometimes it happens that you become one in some rare moment. Watch the ocean, the tremendous wildness of it, and suddenly you forget your split, your schizophrenia, you relax. Or moving in the Himalayas, seeing the virgin snow on the Himalayan peaks, suddenly a coolness surrounds you, and you need not be false, because there is no other human being to be false to. You fall together, or listening to beautiful music, you fall together. Whenever, in whatsoever situation, you become one, a peace, a happiness, a bliss surrounds you, arises in you. You feel fulfilled. There is no need to wait for these moments. These moments can become your natural life. These extraordinary moments can become ordinary moments. That is the whole effort of Zen. You can live an extraordinary life in a very ordinary life, cutting wood, chopping wood, carrying water from the well. You can be tremendously at ease with yourself, cleaning the floor, cooking food, washing the clothes. You can be perfectly at ease, because the whole question is of you doing your action totally, enjoying, delighting in it. So this kind of expresses that feeling of being in the moment at all times, washing your hands and actually feeling each drop of water on your hands, smelling the water, feeling the vapor of the water moving over you. It's absolute awareness. So you holding that awareness, will draw him towards you out of this suffering state. 9 represents the end, the completion of a cycle. Okay, so only you know what that means to you. Oh my gosh, I forgot to pull an Osho card for that moon. My apologies. I just fell in love with the fact that you're a master. And that's what your reading is all about. You are the divine feminine. You're balanced. You're holding this door open, and you're connected with your crown chakra. And it's as a result of a transformation that you went through in the past. So yeah, you are definitely the master. You are the sun. Totality, of course. I knew this card would show up. It is trusting, letting go. And it also talks about being in the now as well. Trusting that if you let go, that someone is going to catch you on the other side. But it is about being aware. Okay, so I'm going to pull 2 cards from the Call It Bear and Read, and I'll read those to you. Actually, let me just look at the bottom of the deck here. Waiting game. So once again, that's this here, this card, the 2 of Wands. It's about planning something, making a decision, not based on fear. This is a past card. So a decision was made in the past, and now you're waiting for that return, but with an expansive, opened mind, seeing all possibilities. Okay, so the first card is going to be for the feminine, Mountain. And for the masculine, Ghostlands. Okay, so Mountain. You have the capacity to flow around any obstacle. This is a time to adapt. Sometimes you'll come across what appears to be an insurmountable obstacle, like a huge mountain that separates you from your success. You might think that climbing it or chiseling away at it is the answer, but why take such a treacherous, tedious approach? Be like the river that flows around the mountain naturally. You'll move past this obstacle relatively quickly if you choose the easy way around. This is a time to adapt to your circumstances. If you decide to climb, remember to take one step at a time, opting for the next right action. So yeah, there's that sense of one step at a time coming from you, your energy. One step at a time. And not forcing a situation, but instead being malleable, flowing around the obstacle. Not trying to control it, and that's definitely what I'm seeing in your reading. You are at peace. You are not forcing a situation. You're allowing it to come forward to you. You're in the moment. So continue to hold that heart chakra energy. I'll show this from my view. Okay, so Ghostlands. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing. For rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map. This is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You cannot live there. Yet you take measured steps toward a goal or a dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you cannot live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. So, hopefully you can see the spread here. I can't stop the camera and turn it around. I want to try and do this in one full reading. So, yeah, on the feminine side, you can see how you're in your power as the divine feminine. And this king will move towards you. Then we have this balance card, 2-2, 11-11. It is holding that balance, that strength, and karma will come back to you. Crown chakra, present position, it is moving towards that goal, that heart's desire. And here we have that transformation that you went through in the past as the Queen of Cups. On his side, we have the Lover's card, combined with never giving up, never surrendering. Present position, he's working towards a goal, but he feels left out emotionally. I'm sorry, the camera's shaking. I'm in an awkward position here. Then we have his dreams fulfilled, holding his dream in his hand. And then the Ace of Wands up there. That's new beginning, final, return on that investment or that idea or dream that you had. Okay, so in the center here we have you moving away from the negative energy and finding that peace within. He's bringing in the Tower card along with the Two of Cups, spiritual union. So something big would have to come down in order for this union to occur. And it would cause him a great deal of pain and loss. But there's a sense that you both want to communicate. Yeah, you are the sun. And that we have that moon energy on the top here. And you're coming in as the master. All right. I hope this answered some questions for you. Let me know. Much love.